three.
Bam Adebayo scored 83 points in an NBA game last night. Let's break down exactly how he had the performance of his lifetime. First play of the game, Miami has this quick action to get Bam an easy look. They send guard number 25, Yakuchonis, to set a back screen for Bam to get a quick, easy mismatch. Even if they don't switch here, they have Alex Sarr trailing and Bam can get deep post position. Also, pay attention to how many players Miami has above the break for ideal spacing for Bam to go to work. Bam gets deep post positioning here below the block, and Miami Heat sends a cutter here so the defense can't double and rotate. Bam Adebayo is a below average 3-point shooter, which is why Sarr lets him just catch and shoot into this 3 here. Clearly, Bam Adebayo is being aggressive to start off this game, which is what you want from your superstars if you're the Miami Heat. But Alex Sarr is following the game plan here by letting him shoot this 3. Alex Sarr puts himself in a poor situation here trying to dig for the ball, creates a closeout situation, and it's an easy blow-by for Bam. I can't emphasize enough how important spacing is in the game of basketball, and this is why Miami's spacing is so elite. The initial drive happens, and Washington brings their first help to guard the basket. Sarr now has to duck in to take away the baseline drop-off for a layup, which leaves Bam Adebayo wide open. Gardner on the Heat is spaced out perfectly so that Bilal on the Wizards cannot guard 2. Bilal and Sarr here are in the correct spots, but are in poor position to be able to guard a closeout. Both of their backs should be facing the baseline so that they could see ball, see man, and give them the best chance to guard a closeout. This cut by Gardner is perfectly timed as it freezes Bilal so he can't get out too close to Bam, and Alex Sarr does a poor job of getting out in time. Because Bam is now in rhythm and he's shooting well, Sarr cannot short close him, and Bam makes a simple read and gets to the rim. What you'll see throughout these clips is that Bam has done an amazing job during this performance on playing off of his shooting and off of his driving. He mixes it up and he reads the defense. Whatever they give him, he takes. This is just someone completely in rhythm. You knew that shot was going in as soon as it left his hands. Off this initial drive and kick, you get 1 reverse, 2 reverse. Wizards are slow to get a hand up, and that's easy for Bam Adebayo at this point. There always comes a time where you're following the game plan, a quote-unquote non-shooter gets hot, and at some point you have to make an adjustment. Simple action here to get a pin down into a curl, and see here how they clear out the whole side for Bam just to go downhill and get him an easy layup. That's a poor matchup for the Washington Wizards, and it leads to the and 1. Bam bring the ball over half, a little bit too much space, and there's nothing really you could say about that. That's a heat check if I've ever seen one. This is just a reminder that Bam is a defensive first player, and he has 5 all-defensive NBA teams. Remember how I say Bam is really playing well off the shot, as he gives the pump fake, drives right, spin to his left, and an easy layup. Another nice detail here is look how he spins off the defender. He doesn't spin into space, he uses the defender to create space. Spins right off his body to create space for that left-hand floater. This is where Bam can really take his offense to the next level, sets that flat screen, and now he's a pop option. Because he's a threat from out here, Sarr has to close out, and that gives him an advantage going downhill. And does this look familiar? This is where better ball handling opens up everything up for you. Bam gets cut off to the left here, punch dribble, goes back towards his right hand, feels Sarr overplaying his right hand, spins off to a left hand layup. This is a perfect example of what not to do on defense. Bilal isn't even looking at Bam Adebayo here, who has half the team's points. Poor closeout and then reaches behind for an and 1 layup. This is what coaches hate the most from their players. It is these little mistakes that if you keep making, it's going to cost you minutes. Passes out of a double team. Again, pick and pop opportunity. Swing back, and again, Sarr has to close out. Easy blow by. I think you're starting to see some patterns here. What's so brilliant about this performance is that Bam's game was so simple all night, and everything is being stacked onto each other. Again, his shooting is complementing his driving, his drive is complementing his shooting. This shows more of the discipline of the Wizards versus anything else. The guy who has half the team's points is in semi-transition, runs to the corner, and no one knows that it's him. This is another huge opportunity when you're playing against undisciplined teams. Bam contests a shot, his team gets a rebound, and he's the first one out. And no one shows any effort getting back. Because Bam plays the 5 for Miami, he doesn't always have these opportunities. And that's 60 points for him already. Double team forces Bam into a bad turnover. And this just goes to show that luck was on his side tonight. Gets an easy dunk off of a bad turnover. To me, this shows just how demoralized the Wizards are. The game's not even out of hand yet, but their effort and their poor execution on fighting over the screen here is just abysmal. We have Iverson action here from the Heat. I think everyone knows where the ball is going. And instead of Hawkes going all the way through, he's going to stay on that side to really open up the floor for Bam. And you've seen this many times. They keep the whole lane open for Bam just to attack and make a play.
Keyshawn Johnson with 7 points. Bam with the block.
Here's the defensive stance. Protecting that rim is.
Washington throws a 2-3 zone at Miami. They're trying to find any answers that they can. As Miami swings around, you see Bam just seals a smaller defender inside, and it's an easy pass over top for the layup. Just listen to the crowd as he's getting his 80th and 81st point. That must have been amazing to be in this arena.
81. He has tied the late Kobe Bryant for the second highest scoring game in the history of the NBA. 82 points. Mama, we feel your joy. The second highest scoring.
Bam, your 83 points are the second most scored points in a single game in NBA history. How would you just...
Thank you very much for watching Hoop Smart. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving us a like and subscribe. And if there are any player breakdowns, any topic breakdowns that you'd like us to do, please put it down below in the comments.